I feel like that all Wheel Convoys people who are part of that group are basically people that have all had mental disabilities or had basically bad childhoods. Just live in a home like I did. Now, I'm not saying that there are groups of people that talk online and basically wanting to warn about that. It's the fact being that when you're online a lot, you tend to be like some kind of vigilante. And basically be something that is not really healthy for the wide people who basically have any knowledge or not. It tends to lead to a lot of other stuff too. And if I stop for that, it's just like I have some more. That's just how it's a lot of people over here. Oh yeah, what? That's just how it is. But with that, all right, let's get back to with that, it's sometimes hard to basically see how one thing goes into another with these kind of conversations. I know Wheel Convoy tries to do the best, and over 5 years, it's going to be really time to basically respond. I don't think being on YouTube is basically something that requires basically no or all levels of education. I don't think you being on YouTube helping out victims doesn't give you the actual real things of how to deal with stuff. Now I know Wheel Convoy is not a person that is a psychologist. From videos I've heard of him, it sounds like he's a construction worker or working with basically anything that's more manual labor than psychological. And I believe these kind of cases end up being cases that can end up not really bringing for people justice, whether it's predators or not. A little bit of vigilantism is generally the case. And with so many videos on the FCK, which in a Kumu puts it down to a shorter version because I'm not watching all 9 hours. I don't even have time for that. Might as well just put that in to me taking a 1 hour, 9 hours sleep. Yeah, like I'm gonna sleep for 9 hours. And then it'll end. Start with background if you want to hear this, but there's a dog bark. One dog in this area going barks. Anyway, as time goes on, this tends to basically become a scrambling mess. We now know that throughout me watching, not really all the videos, but most videos, that each and every one of these people have basically had fallings out and done their own things and covered their butts. And to me, I think one thing is for sure, that Wheel Convoy needs to try to basically do his own thing, not be part of these things. And someone who preaches the gospel, and if you are a Christian Wheel Convoy, that is a good thing. But sometimes I think what he needs to do is just step away, walk away, focus on your other hobbies, and from what I saw on YouTube, you have quite a backlog it's like sexy for you or something. For a long time, I think really that a lot of Call of Duty players sometimes just want the old Call of Duty back. I mean, I'm cool too. I wouldn't mind going back to the old Call of Duty multiplayer. But here's some things I'd say about Call of Duty a lot. And that is that sometimes we got to accept that it is just probably going to be there for a while. And we can't really do anything about it. Some people enjoy Call of Duty and everything. Some people don't. And I know on the Call of Duty YouTube channel they're talking about support for grenades. I've never played the map grenades, to be honest. So these grenades being they put on there, I think it's going to be really cool for me to play Resurgence on there for the first time. Am I going to post a lie on the socials just so I can get some attention? No. Why would I? But hopefully that it will be a good change. And I hope near the end that everything will come out good. And as far as I know, I really don't have a lot to say about a lot of things. I know this podcast is probably going to be a short episode. I think I've covered mostly about what I want to talk about. I don't really remember a lot of other things too. Anyway, I hope this does get some views and stuff like that too. And if not, well, I'm going to keep on doing it because, well, why not? As I talk on the graveyard around here, I tend to basically just do my thing. Anyway, maybe I will listen to a little bit of the 9 hours documentary on the FCK. I don't know if I'll ever agree on some of the stuff it says because I was never really part of it. And to tell you the truth, I was in Lyle's server for just a little bit until I left. I kind of realized that, it's not really a place I want to be on, and I didn't really left a lot of impact on that or anything. All I did was I wanted to make new friends, but then I kind of think of just what the thing it was, and this was going to be anything like I did not want that, so I just left. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day, and as for me, I'm going to probably suffer through 9 hours of hell. Maybe. And it won't be hell after all.